Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. So I've signed into my PlayStation account now, following on from the earlier unboxing and initial power on video, and it's all connected to the internet. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put in the first game disc, which is going to be Sackboy. You can't see that because it's very dark in there. Maybe you can see that, but no, you can't. So we're just going to put that into the console now and see what happens. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to pause the video while I put the game in, and then I'll resume the video so you can see what happens when you first insert a game disc. So the game disc's now been inserted into the console, and hopefully we should be able to see it on the actual dashboard here somewhere after it's read the disc and then give an option to install the game. I'm just waiting now for it to pop up with something. So you can see an icon in the top of the screen where it shows that it's reading the actual disc. It's taking a bit of time. It's not showing me what it is yet. I can go to media. No, okay. Unreadable disc. Maybe I've put it the wrong way around. Who knows? Let's eject the disc. Give me 1 second. Okay, I've now turned the disc around. Let's see if that works now. So strangely enough, you've got to put the disc, if this works, it means you've got to put the disc into the console with the label facing down into the meat of the console, which is, yeah, that's worked. So the side that the console would read is actually facing the outside of the console, if that makes sense. Almost like you're putting the game disc in upside down. It's not, doesn't feel natural, I guess, to do that. Generally, if you've got the console lying down on its side, even for example, you'd probably have the disc going labeled down. Begs the question, when you lay the console down horizontally, is it lying down with the disk drive underneath or on top? I don't know. Maybe it's laying down with the optical drive on the bottom part of the console, in which case it would make sense. So it's now read the disk, as you can see, and it says copying 0%. So I assume at this point it's installing the game. I'm going to go ahead and select it and see what happens. Copying game content, it hasn't given me a time yet. It says it's calculating the remaining time. How does it look? That looks really, really nice, actually. The actual background art look very, very colorful, very bright, as you can see there. Whilst it's installing, we'll leave that installing. It's given us a time of 13 minutes, so I'm not going to let you wait all that time for it just to watch it install. I'm going to quickly go to the settings menu and just see what settings this is running at from a display settings perspective, because I haven't actually gone to this setting yet. So if we go to somewhere here, there's got to be some display settings. HDMI, no, maybe, no, maybe not there. There we go, screen and video settings. So it's running 4K HDI set to automatic as well. Resolution is, let's say, to 2160, I guess. That's the highest resolution it's detecting. Let's just check that out. Oh, mind you, it's already running at 4K. So let's leave that as it is. 4K 60 Hertz, which is all that the TV is capable of anyway. It's capable of at 120 Hertz, but the HDMI 2.0 specification on this TV doesn't support running 4K at 120 Hertz, unfortunately. So let's leave that as it is. And let's just go back to the install. What I'm probably going to do now is I'm going to pause the video if it's taking too long to install, and I'll resume again once the installation is completed. So 5 minutes left. I'm going to pause the video. Once the game is installed, we'll come back and we'll check out the gameplay. Right, so the game's installed, ready to go. I've moved the camera a bit closer to the screen whilst the game was installing, just so you get a fuller view of the display and nothing else around it. So let's go ahead and fire this up. So what you're going to view here, or see here, is sort of the first gameplay minutes of Sackboy: A Big Adventure on the PlayStation 5. And I'm going to have to pause again because, well, actually, it's installing an update, but I can start without updating. So let's go and see. Game is now started. Looks very, very colourful, as you can see. Hopefully it shows on the camera just how colourful and bright that game does actually look. I'm just going to go ahead and turn off the light in the background because there's a little light glare coming into the display I can see there, so I'm sure that's going to be quite annoying. So whilst the game starts up, I'll just quickly do that. The light is off. Right, so let's have a look. Adjust the gamma until the icon on the left is barely visible, and the way it is right now, I think that's perfect there. So I've got to say this looks absolutely stunning. What a nice looking game. I've always been a fan of Little Big Planet on the previous generations of Sony consoles, even the handheld. On the PlayStation Vita, it was also a very good game. So here we are. I'm actually controlling the character here. Let's see how far I can run. How far can I run into the background? Oh, there we go. I've hit a wall somewhere. So I can press the start button and let's see what happens. The controller's making nice ambient noises as well. Sackboy in 4K. Lovely. You can even see the detail, the little hairs coming out of Sackboy's face there. The little bits of the sack, little bristles, and the threads in the characters. You can see the threads very, very nicely. Not sure if you can hear the sounds. I don't know if my headset microphone is picking up the audio of the game. Getting some very nice feedback on the actual rumble of this DualSense 5 controller. So this is the first level starting up. I'm in control now. Wonder if there's going to be any use of the adaptive triggers in here. The adaptive triggers feel very nice when they adjust between going light and sort of really heavy to press. Hopefully you can appreciate how nice looking this game is. It's going to be a lot of fun for the whole family to play this. Wonder if there's anything I can do on my face. Lovely soundtrack, very nice and relaxing soundtrack as well. I think I've missed. So it's just one or the other, I guess. Nice big. Remember the Yeti from the old games? There's one of the Yetis there. I'm guessing these are the checkpoints. So punching that little screw in the middle has unscrewed that. The lighting here in this game, I've got to say, is fantastic. I wonder if there's any elements of ray tracing going on here. Very hard to say, but you look at that metal bolt, look at the light on that metal bolt, how shiny it actually looks on the screen. It actually does look like a bit of metal in the screen, to be honest. Even this column here, look at the lighting and reflections on there. You can see the reflection of Sackboy. Punching that screwed me up on the platform. Well, not screwed me up, but it's screwed the platform, so it's gone up. So holding the jump button after jumping does that little sort of air jump. So whilst I'm playing, let's talk about the pad. Pad feels very nice. It's again is a bit of on the larger size. Don't know how it's going to feel for longer periods of gameplay. If it's going to get tiring, it's got a good weight to it as well. Don't know if it's going to get tiring to hold for longer gaming periods or gaming sessions, but first impressions is very nice. It is comfortable. I don't know yet if I prefer this over the Xbox controller. My Xbox controllers have generally been my personal preference and favorite joypad in the past. I do like the new Xbox controller a lot as well. It's a little bit heavier again, still compared to the older ones. And if I get a chance, I will do a review of the Xbox controller versus the DualShock, so the DualSense 5, and also maybe compare it to the Xbox Series X controller for size, and maybe we'll do a weight test on them as well to see which one's heavier. If you'd be interested in something like that, let me know in the comment section below. I'd be more than happy to record something. Oh, I just dropped that ball. Before I go in those gardens, I'm just going to go up here and see what there is to collect. So I can pick up these balls by holding, or these acorns or whatever they are, by holding R2. I can throw them around. Okay. Let's quickly go down here and see what's going on here. Loads of stickers and balls to collect, as you can see. I'm sure you get a percentage rating at the end of the level to say how much you picked up or how much you haven't picked up even. Let's quickly go down here. So what's interesting here is when you're picking up these little acorns, there is the use of the adaptive triggers in that they do feel a little bit stiffer. So you get a sense of something going on, something different, I guess, and they stiffen up a little bit, which is quite nice. Remember this mode in the old Sackboys? It's there. So you hold the left trigger button and you go into sort of a mode where you can start animating Sackboy. So it's moving him around. Up, down, brilliant. Good fun. Again, I don't know if you can hear the music, but it's actually a really, really nice soundtrack to the game. There's two ways of getting up there. Pressing the square button here to punch these enemies. Guessing I can hold on to this with the right trigger. Yeah, I can, and that's taking me all the way around. Let's see if I'm going to fling myself off. Lovely. And right trigger here as well to pull this. And okay, pulled it to a point where it's broken. There's something at the back there. I haven't collected ever. There we go, I've got them now. It's quite satisfying to punch those enemies. Big sense of adventure with the soundtrack in this game. Hey. We done? Is the level carrying on? Looks like it's still carrying on. T to the bone. Ah, that's me. So that might be the first level done. So I'll let the cutscene go and then I'll stop the recording. But hopefully you've enjoyed watching the first level of Sackboy, A Big Adventure on PlayStation 5. If you want to see any more, definitely let me know. I'll be more than happy to record more gameplay and put it on for you. Probably a very nice game to watch, being played as it is to actually play it. Ooh, it's going to be interesting truths to find out, isn't it? Right, and that is the end of the level. Let's go for a little weigh-in. Did we make it to gold? Did we make it to gold? Way, we made it to gold. And we got a Sherpa coat. Well, hey, gold. Look at the quality of that gold trophy. I don't know if you saw it there. Look at the lighting on that. It's fantastic. Looks really nice. Winner. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. First level complete. Sackboy, Big Adventure, PlayStation 5. You probably didn't see it here first, but you saw it here nonetheless. Hopefully you enjoyed it all the same. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching this, watching me play this for the first time, right from the beginning. If you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button over down there somewhere so you can be notified of future videos I'll be posting. Thanks for watching, take care, and all the best.